I had a new flavor today. Well, not today, but I've had it for a while. It's from Glitch. It's called Aim Assist. You guys want to check that out? Sour cherry, smart energy. So I'm gonna try it out. Smells good. It's actually it's good. It gives you you know when you drink like lemonade or something like that, it hits you like right here. Yeah, it did that. What's going on, everybody? It is Opportunity here, and we are back playing some Xdefiant. I know, first of all, I want to say it does look weird. I know the whole layout and how everything looks. It's a lot different from my previous videos where you'd see like the little border and everything like that. I'm deciding to do off-stream recordings. First of all, it's the quality of how the game looks. I know, like, looking at some of the videos, gameplay looks pixelated, like the value of it, like, or not the value of it, but the quality of it like kind of depreciates. So like what I want to do is test it on this one, see if it actually works. I get to have more focus on the gameplay as well, where I can actually remove my camera like this. So yeah, there's a good amount of stuff that I want to talk about, but first let's look into Xdefiant. Let's see what is going on. There's some new stuff. It's been a while since I actually played. I think it's been like 3 or 4 days since I played. Apparently TDM is here. Team Deathmatch is now available, so that's gonna be interesting. I know there's a lot of changes that happened, like whole situation that was going on with the weapon level or the masteries going up to 200. I remember seeing that in the update. Yeah, I was pretty upset about it because all my guns that are gold are now 116. To get to gold, now you have to have 200. If you're at level 100 for your weapon level, then you're actually gonna just have bronze. So everything is doubled. Bronze is 100, silver is 150, and then gold is 200. All right, let's see here. They have a new bundle. Peacekeeper. Oh, this is adorable. Very interesting. Is this a legendary? Yeah, it's a legendary skin. Okay. And then you have the AA-12, which, oh my goodness, like I have some stories with this gun. The AA-12. I have some stories with this gun. I'm gonna get it. I'll buy it. I guess I get discounted off of it because I already have the Peacekeeper. This I got from a Twitch drop during one of Ubisoft's. I guess I think they were doing an announcement. That's when that happened. So let's see here. I got the prototype, retroactive. It actually looks pretty cool. I might nab it. Then I got the high velocity for the AK, Anarchy for the MP5, tactical juggler that's been here for quite a bit, and then night alchemy. So yeah, okay. So yeah, going to all the weapons, all the guns that I had of gold. There's a huge leap in progress. I know from the last video that I've made with the MDR, but I actually have the MDR finished. I also have the M4 finished as well. So I have all the ARs done completely, and then I haven't worked on any of the SMGs. I was like, you know what? While at the time there was double XP weekend, I was like, let me go ahead and do shotguns. So I did the double barrel. I did the 870 MCS shotgun, which I will say, out of all these shotguns, this was the easiest. I don't know how, but the double barrel was the easiest. You had your range and everything like that. An 870 shotgun, it was okay. It was okay to use, but the thing is, every time when you fire a shot, you were hoping that the first shot would just kill the player. If not, then you would have to chamber a shell, and what would happen there is usually you wouldn't have the time to do it, so that you just get killed. This gun is ridiculous. I'm gonna say it now. The AA-12 has been a nightmare. I thought it was going to be the easiest, but it's actually a nightmare, especially when you're going against snipers. I've seen some clips, and I also witnessed it myself when I was streaming, where I would fire at a player that has a TAC 50 or M44 sniper rifle, and somehow I would be hitting them, like pelting at them, but it seems like flinching isn't there, and I would just get killed. So I'm just like, I was upset about it. So next I'm doing, since I worked on the weapons, I'm not going to 116 with the AA-12. What I'm just doing is I'm just going to go ahead and just work on the next set of weapons, which I'm going to be doing the marksman rifles. I'm doing right now the Mk20 SSR, and then after that I'll be doing the SVD. Also, my level is a lot higher now. It's at 105. We did get a lot of the cool stuff, or we got all the challenges out of the way done that were on the Ubisoft Connect. So we have 100% achievements, and I think the time challenges changed because it's a new week. I have 33 20-minute battle passes XP. Then I have 4 40 minutes and then 1 hour. I'm gonna keep those for next season. When season 1 drops in, we'll just activate that and just roll with it. Also, guys, I want to say thank you guys so much for everything with the videos, the views, likes, comments. I'm reading each comment. It is awesome. And also seeing the YouTube shorts and TikToks as well. Thank you guys so much for the love for that, and I appreciate you guys. We're gonna try to get more stuff out there. We're trying to get more out there. People told me to use cleaners with this gun, or with the marksman rifles. So the situation that is going on with the whole mastery being at 200 and everything, and people are upset about it. People, what they're doing, or what Mark and the team is doing, is that they're actually working on, or they stated that, oh, we listen to the community and everything, which I think is awesome. What they're doing is they're actually upping the amount of XP that you get, which I think is actually really cool. So now, instead of XP going from 3,000, it's now going to be 1,500. And then for secondaries, instead of 1,500, it's going to be 1,000. Or it's going to be 500, actually. I'm sorry. So getting attachments is going to be very quick. But then also, you can still get to 200. But then also, the weapons that you got that are level 116 or that you've already gotten before that were gold, those are going to be adjusted. So those are actually going to be maxed back out. So you'll actually see maxed out. And they announced exactly when that patch is going to happen, but they said it's going to take place. I don't know how I feel about this, about these weapons. It's so loud. I kind of miss automatic weapons. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, 106. No, it ended right there. Damn. I want to try team deathmatch. I'm actually curious, like, how team deathmatch is gonna work out. I know people play differently, but we'll see. It's like not really an objective, and everybody's just like, people aren't really running around; they're just hiding. So it's like, how do you actually get into people's faces? I kill him. Oh, wait, I killed him twice. So I'm trying to figure out the spawns right now. Like the whole spawns right now. So the guys spawn behind me, so they have to be on the other side, right? I'm trying to understand, because like if my whole team is on the other side and then I am over here, then wouldn't the enemy team spawn where I'm at, right? Almost like we have set spawns. There we go. Now it spawns flipped, but they got to be on. They have to be on that side. Yeah, they have to be over there. It's gonna be very interesting. Like once the level ups happen or the XP changes happen. So now we're over here. So they got to be across the way over here, right? Are we? Hold on. Are we camping? So they got to be coming this way. Got him. So I just need to play off of how my, like, try to play off of where my team's at, because I'm using a DMR or a marksman rifle, whatever you want to call it. I call it DMR. I wish I could shoot the gun fast. I just need I think I need the muzzle booster. Well, for sure a muzzle booster, but also I need the okay, there you go. So yeah, okay, so it goes to 100. So yeah, I need that muzzle booster, or I need the rapid barrel. TDM is okay. You gotta learn the spawns more, because at first I didn't know like how the spawns were actually, like how they were set, because it just seemed like it was very random. But I guess you could still block spawn points, but it all depends where your team is at, where you spawn at, and where your team spawns at, or where your team's located. It all depends where it's at. I think if it's mass majority of your team on the other side, then that means the enemy team is gonna spawn where you're at. But usually it's like across, like adjacent. Pretty much. So two things, right? All right. So going back to the whole weapon issues where everything's at 200 and everything, and people are upset what's going on, like it's going to take exactly longer. I think what the issue was is that people that were saying that, hey, we already unlocked the guns, or not the guns, but we already unlocked the skins already, the mastery camos. Like those are like your content creators, YouTubers, streamers, this and that. But then also what people were fighting for are the people that are casual players, the ones that, like, you know, they got to go to work or they got to do something. They're not always on the game. So they were like, it just kind of like punched people. It was kind of like a punch in the gut for the people that already got certain weapons gold, and then they moved the goalpost to 200 instead of like just having that saying maxed out. So it was like one of those things that really demotivated people. They didn't want to play the game anymore, or they didn't even want to go for the grind anymore. And that's what's really the content right now, is like people grinding, getting all the weapons gold and stuff before like season 1, or getting it before like previous season, something like just in general trying to get the weapons mastery. I mean, that's what I'm trying to do. So Xdefiant came out with this. The solution, they said earlier this week, we made the mastery system at higher levels, making it 10 take longer to unlock mastery skins. We heard the feedback. Weapon XP will go 2 times fast. So basically it's going to be your double weapon XP pretty much. Ranks will now take 1500 XP from the 3000 on primary weapons and 500 from the 1000 on secondary. So right now the XP is going to be cut, or not right now, but like later on, XP is going to get cut in half, which I think is awesome. So people are going to be getting guns leveled up pretty quick. And to go further into detail, because people are wondering like, hey, well, I'm trying to wrap my head around this. So the mastery levels are the same, but the XP changed. So does it take less time to reach gold? And then I was like, also the question is, the weapons that are grandfathered with gold, do we still have to get those to 200 as well? Do we have to get it to 200 as well? Or do we have to, or like, will it already get put back to the max setting? So yeah, so that's when I was like trying to figure out, because I was still like, well, it just still doesn't, I still don't understand about it or anything like that. So I was like, let me go ahead and like just look later. And then Mark Rubin put this out. So basically he was talking about, yeah, so you've been listening to the players about the changes in the progression. For those with a short attention span, not judging, here's the last page of the book, and I will be going into it, reasoning and philosophy. So they're changing the speed of the rank of each level, going from 3000 down to 1500, cutting it in half, doubling the speed of when you level up the gun. So that means you'll unlock attachments fast, and also getting up to the master skin as well. So the levels that you need to get the unlocking a master skin are staying the same, but the net effect will revert to the change we made, but keep the 14% increase. So basically, even though we're still have to get to 200 for the mastery weapon level, we still, it's going to be kind of like almost the same speed of how it was when we just had to get to 100, except you'll get your attachments faster, way faster. So now it says this will mean unlocking attachments will be super fast, like I was saying, but the grind for gold will be 14% faster than what it was before the recent patch. It also means that everyone will be getting a bump in their current level. So like what I was wondering was, you know, the whole like, my weapons are at 116. They used to be maxed out, like 100 gold mastery camos, everything. It was at 100, but then they shot up to 116. So I was still wondering like, hey, the weapons I don't touch that are already gold and everything, are they going to go back to being maxed? So then they said this will change coming very soon. And as soon as I get a specific date, I will let you know. So let's talk about what happened and why. So this pretty much what's going on. So let me point out that that is very obvious. The main grind we have in the game right now is weapon mastery. This is something we are working on, and we have new ways for players to grind out cool rewards coming in. Multiple future updates. Like for instance, ranked will be coming in season 1, which is awesome. More content. But because mastery was the only grind we had, we feared that players would achieve the end of that grind too fast, and that would make the skins feel less special and rewarding. People were grinding it, but again, remember, you gotta take into account it was more of the content creators, streamers. I'm not saying like they don't have a life outside of what they were doing, but they have more time to grind and get these camos compared to Joe Schmo, who is working a 9-to-5 job and then has like probably like an hour or 2 hours to play the game and like at least get some progression going with their guns, trying to get to mastery still. So then he said, but here's the issue: we have made a change while the game is live and people already put an effort towards progression. Myself, many people were already going for the grind, getting gold. We already got a whole set of weapons gold, or we had a weapon gold, or you know, something like that. This was a mistake on our part, and we will own that. See, and there we go. So there is the accountability. Hey, we fucked up. And they did say this in the past. They said, hey, if community doesn't like it, we'll revert it back, and we'll explain our rights from wrong. Let's put it that way. And that's why we are reverting and making it technically better than before, because attachments will unlock much faster. What we should have done is keep our focus on the new grinds and challenges that we were working on. In other words, keep the focus on what's actually fun for the players. So like things that were like kind of like buggy, that were messed up and stuff, yes, they are still working on it. Obviously the netcodes, they're still working on it. The desyncs, they're still working on it. Everything, they're working on those issues. They're still like they're still in the forefront, but they're like, hey, let's change this stuff so then people that are really grinding the game, it takes them a little longer. They were like, well, what about the rest of the community? You know, it pissed them off. Like I said, people were like not motivated to play the game or to grind, and then worse, people left the game to play something else. So we always had this a player focused game, and the progression change wasn't it. So I hope that explains the situation, and I hope that everyone who plays our game realizes and remembers that this is a game for the players first. Hope to see you all in game. So they're going back to the whole roots of things. This game is players first. The game has to be players first. It's not the content or it's not like, hey, content, it's not the money and all that stuff. It is, hey, we want people to play this game, not just for like a month, 6 months, a year. We want it to play going on and on and on and on. Franchise wise, I don't know, but still, they wanted to keep going, you know, have it for a long run. So he was going into certain things, which really caught my eye was this person, Kyle or K Site. They said, y'all are so good, man. We will be back on the master grind. Though it does suck we have to start at 116 if we already had a gun done. Then Mark says this: you won't. Your weapon levels will change again. So if you are a 116 after change, you should be 200 when the change goes through. So that means all your guns that were gold are going back to the maxed out setting, which I am happy. So now when I look at it, there's gonna be a little 3, there's gonna be a wreath under it, and it's gonna say max next to it, and I am happy. I can't wait for this. I'm happy about it. What do you guys think about the changes, the updates of what they are going to be doing for the game? I know there's a new mastery camo that's going to be coming out. I wonder if that one's going to be, you know, like 250 or 300, or if they're going to have a way where it's like, hey, if you have a certain class of weapons done, like all ARs done, you get the mastery camo, something like that. What do you guys think about that? Like, what are your guys' thoughts? I really want to read the comments and pick your guys' brains about these certain things. All right. Also, another thing is, what do you guys think about the layout? Do you guys like the offline, off-stream type of recordings, or do you guys want the more on-stream recording type of gameplay that I've been doing before? I like this because it kind of like talks to you guys more. I like being like, you know, having a conversation with the community, with chat and everybody. Not chat, sorry, with community and everybody. I think it's awesome. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments, all right? I'll see you guys next time, all right?